to this episode of On the Pulse of Packaging with Sean Geniesse. He is a sales expert here at PAC Machinery, and he's here to talk to us today about vacuum sealers and machines for the electronic industry. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about, from your standpoint and your experience working with customers that are in this electronics industry, a little bit about what type of businesses they are in and maybe some of the machines that they've been interested in.
Yeah, so again, the electronics industry is such a vast marketplace. Obviously, it's a huge part of what we do. Whether it's somebody that's doing semiconductors or somebody that's manufacturing batteries for televisions for the auto industry, you name it. I mean, there's batteries in everything that we're using today. So what's interesting is that the U.S. just signed legislation this year, in fact, that's going to invest $250 billion into the semiconductor industry, which is phenomenal. And really what that means to us is it's bringing back the dominance of the chip making back to the U.S. And it also combats with the supply chain issues with overseas suppliers. And that really, for us, for PAC Machinery, we are we're well aligned to help support that because we do offer, a wide range of vacuum sealers for that industry.
Will you talk to us a little bit about the various models that we do have? And I did do some research here, and I pulled some sales numbers from 2022 from this year so far. Mm-hmm. And I thought this was really interesting to share, and maybe you can kind of start your comments off of this, but 83% of our sales this year are in this industry for electronics have been with three machines. One, the VMS, two, the PVG, and third, the PVT.
Yep. Yeah, so that pretty much hits all of those parameters. So we, as a manufacturer, we offer many different kinds of vacuum sealers, many different seal lengths, etc. But the VMS, for example, as you mentioned, that's a chamber style sealer. So that's a little bit different than a conventional nozzle or jaw style sealer. Many applications, they're tabletops. They come in many different configurations, produces an amazing result, great vacuumability, and they come in various different sizes. So if it's somebody that's looking to do, maybe they're not really designed for high production because of the overall, the time it takes to produce such an amazing result. So sometimes these are lab machines, sometimes they're maybe we're going to do 15 to 20 of these packages per day or batch packaging, etc. So that would be one of the machines that we offer.
Okay.
Next in line is going to be the PVT, the tabletop version. So again, that's kind of a smaller introductory, robust machine, but on the smaller scale of overall production. And then we've got the PVG, which is the floor model. That's typically designed for more of your production type settings, more robust, got more features, a little more capable than the tabletop version.
And that is I did note that that is the highest selling model for this industry, is that PVG model.
Yes. Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, great price point. The way that it's built, these are custom designed per application. And I think, the reason why so many people do use these in their business is because they are custom manufactured per application. They're easy to use. They're extremely dependable. They're safe. And again, at the end of the day, they produce excellent results. In fact, many of our customers, they've been using the same machine for decades. Hence the reason why they keep coming back for more.
Yes. And I noticed when I pulled the customer list or anything, but there are two customers that are repeat buyers. One is, one is one of the largest global semiconductor manufacturers in the United States, which is very impressive. They've purchased, I think, like 6 machines.
Yes.
And then I noticed there was another company I won't name them, but they are in the market for manufacturing these batteries. It's going to be going into all the electronic vehicles that are being produced by car companies today. So maybe you could talk to us a little bit about companies with those kinds of products.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, I mean, I think what I'll do is just, touch on, again, these are the leading manufacturers, not only in North America, but globally that use our machines. You've got companies out there that are using the byproducts of these batteries. For example, these are batteries that have been in existence for 3, 4, maybe 10 years. They're no longer of use. So there's byproduct companies that are using that material to crush the material or to recycle that. They're also using our machines. So not only is it on the front end of the production side of chip making or any type of electronic motherboards, things like that, but it's also, hey, what happens to these at the end of their life cycle? Yeah. Now there's a company out there that recycles this stuff, so it's twofold. So again, some of these, like I mentioned earlier, some of these applications are for lab use. Some of them are for higher production. So again, we have the capability of providing solutions at any one of those particular areas.
And I guess, have you heard any feedback from the customers on the machines?
Really the only feedback that I hear is, hey, this machine works great, we need another one because of increased production. I mean, it's over the last couple of years, I mean, the increase in this business, in our market, it's I would say at least doubled. And I continue to see that trend. So again,
that's fantastic.
We've got a great, we've positioned ourselves great, and it's nice to see these customers coming back to us because of how well things work for them.
Yes. And Sean, tell us, what would you tell any company out there that is in the electronics industry that's looking for packaging machinery? What would you recommend to them, and what would you say to them?
Again, like I would say, I mean, you can take my word for it, but there's a lot of testimonials on the website. Again, there's a lot of national brands that are using our materials. Typically, what I like to do is just again, introduce myself, find out a little bit more about their application, what they're doing, whether it's a new application, whether it's something brand new to them, and I can kind of walk through the application and help them understand what machine might work best for their application. So that's typically, even if it's a repeat customer, I want to, again, ask the right questions. Are you has anything changed in your application? Is this something completely new? Again, these are custom manufactured machines, so we want to make sure that we build the right machine from the get-go.
Yes, yep, absolutely. And it'll be interesting to see in 2023 is with this CHIP Act, all this money is now available to these companies, and they'll be able to purchase the equipment that they need to package the product.
Sure.
And get that to the end users or the end companies that's going to install those in whatever product they're making. It'll be interesting to see if there's going to be even more of a spike next year because of this funding being available to them now. Oh,
I would think, yeah. I mean, the $250 billion is used in many different areas of the legislation, but how it affects us is, I would definitely assume that it's going to be, triple the amount of what we've done in the last couple of years.
And I was reading a little bit about it too, and it's supposed to go to American companies only, which is
absolutely right. It's only for American companies, right?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Sean. Thanks for your time and your insight and your knowledge in this industry and your contributions today. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too.